My name is Kate Volzer. I'm the CEO, co-founder of Wisr. We help students with their career education by connecting them with people that can help them. Wisr was founded in March of 2016, and we co-developed the software with five leading institutions: the University of Chicago, Case Western Reserve, Denison University, Oberlin College and Conservatory, and then Cedarville University. All of them were paying pilot customers, and they bought the software before there was software. So this is a photo of our first summit at the University of Chicago. That is also the same room where I made my first admissions decision ever. I worked for the University of Chicago in admissions and career services, so I lived the challenge that we're solving firsthand. We like to bring together kind of a mishmash of folks from different areas of campus so that they can collaborate, share ideas, and so that we're creating a solution that solves multi-departmental problems. Oh, this is a nice one too. What we learned over the last year after we took our product to market is that when students are considering universities, 88% of them say that one of their top reasons for applying to an institution is career preparation and the transition to the real world. But on the way out, students are only saying that 26% of them said that they had a helpful experience with the University Career Center. Now, if universities graded themselves on the scale that they grade their students, that's a resounding F, and we think quite unacceptable. So Wisr is seeking to revolutionize the University Career Center, creating a powerful 24/7 global network for counseling, advice, and student success, building on the success that we've had over the past year with our development partners. Our solution is very simple. Easy to opt in using social authentication. The university hands over their entire alumni and student directories to us. We send out invitations, do the marketing and on the welcome marketing on behalf of the institution, and then the continued communications on behalf of the institution as well. So it's a mobile social career center. Even further, students, much like millennials, need guidance and coaching on retirement savings, or if you want washboard abs, you should put that slice of pizza down. We provide journey career mapping so that students can see short-term goals in front of them and be immediately connected with people that can help them. Those people could be parents, upperclassmen, alumni, faculty, staff, supporters, whoever it is that cares to help with students. And our algorithm provides those suggestions based on what the student tells us about themselves. The Wisr team will provide on-demand coaching and advice. And again, we're integrated to the alumni directory. We also have advanced communications tools layered in, messaging, phone bridging to track and monitor the connections. So you guys wanted to know about our progress. This is another photo of our most recent summit. We had a dozen institutions fly in from all over the country to Cleveland, Ohio, where we're headquartered, to continue sharing ideas. Our customers this time actually led the conversations and spent about a third of their time talking about Wisr, which was really great. And we didn't even pay for their travel to come to Ohio, which a lot of startups would probably do. These are some of the logos of our clients, and then also some of the logos of folks that attended our conference. So our roadmap and market opportunity for 2017, our average price point lands at about between $4 and $5 a student. We do have an annual subscription model. We're very transparent with our pricing. Right now, the coaching model is primarily tapping into the helpfulness of alumni, upperclassmen, parents, supporters. Over 2018, we're going to expand our offering to include our advanced alumni directories. So the schools are asking for it. We've had at least 4 of our existing clients ask for it, so that's a nice upsell for us, moving our price point up to $10 a student. Toward the end of 2018, we expect to be deploying our 24/7 virtual career center. So that's in some ways an outsourced career center. In 2019, we expand even further to include a more direct line to job opportunities. So internship experiences rather than the 2-step approach away, which is talking to an alum who can introduce you to their company. Our founding team is the perfect combination of hipster, hacker, and hustler. My background is in higher ed. I have my MBA from Chicago Booth in entrepreneurship and economics. I worked with John Knifick at his company, which he founded when he was 21, like some of the younger folks up here presenting, out of his dorm room at Case Western Reserve. John has extensive background as an executive and has successfully run a SaaS company. Chris Ciccarello is our CTO co-founder. all of the software that we have today, he has architected and he's built the majority of it. We do have a team of 3 additional engineers that work with Chris on the project. Most recently, we recruited a chief sales officer, James Werner. He worked and sold for Ellucian, SunGard, a lot of major systems. He knows how to sell 7-figure contracts and is his mission is to bring us up to a 6-figure contract. We have a wonderful board of advisors and board of directors from venture background, strategy. So the middle one, Carrie, is very interesting. Any product that Purell or Gojo releases goes through her office, so they operate a lot like startups, and she emphasizes best practices with us. Lev Gonick, CIO at Arizona State University, and Jason Palmer, our board of advisors from New Market Venture Partners. In the spring, we won the Innovation Award at the ASU GSV Summit for our work co-developing the software with our clients and getting their feedback. I'm very proud to say that today we have now $25K in MRR and we're approaching 20 customers depending on how you count the dryness of the ink. Edge Ventures also named us top 5 company to watch in education technology. With that, I'll take questions.
Thank you. We'd love to find out more about the scalability of getting parents to opt in, alumni to opt in.
Yeah.
How do you manage that? What have you learned, and how do you scale that? Because that's been a big challenge for other companies.
You know what? We're actually very good at marketing, and alumni showing up, that's not our problem. They show up in hordes, actually. The challenge is getting students to reach out and ask for help from those alumni. So we've actually, on average, increased the alumni parent supporter volunteer base by 300-400% for all of our clients. And a lot of them already had very strong alumni bases. The way that we manage that right now is multi-channel strategy of communications. The primary strategy for alumni is through email marketing. We do help the campuses with this kind of print assets for alumni weekends, mailings. We help them create business cards to hand out when gift officers are in the field meeting with alumni that say, you know what, I'm not going to write you a check, but I'd be happy to help out. So then they can reach in their pocket and say, well, here, this is how you help our students out.
Thanks, great. Who's the key buyer for you guys at the university?
Over the past 18 months, it's been Director of Career Services and Director of Alumni Relations. As we move more into this student journey mapping and outsourcing the Career Services office, it will likely become the VP of Student Affairs or VP of Student Success, kind of whatever that department is titled.
And then a follow-up on that is what's been your go-to-market to go from the 5 pilot schools to the 20 that you mentioned?
So we've invested in attending quite a few conferences, largely in the career services space. We've done some advancement fundraising conferences. We sell with inside sales, so we have a team that calls universities, lines up demos. Most of the demos we do web demos, so we're trying to not have to show up on campus to close deals because right now our contract size is a little too small to do that, so we have to watch and make sure we're maintaining our margins.
How is the competition in this space, and why do you think you're different?
Yeah. So this is a very, very popular market, and we're seeing lots of things pop up in kind of mentorship software, lots of things pop up inside of kind of the alumni directory space. What no one has done is taken the two and really combined them and made it really, really simple for the most difficult customer to show up and do something in it. And students, alumni are dying to talk to students, but students are really intimidating. So we've lowered the barrier quite a bit with leading the kind of the horse to water by teaching students how to use an agenda builder, how to identify people specifically in areas that might be of interest to them that they didn't even know was out there.
So just curious, how do you convince a large institution, say like Penn State, that already have existing systems, like you said, around alumni, student services? They may not be wrapped in terms of the solution you've created, but they might feel like, well, we're doing some of this over here, and how do you convince them that they need to implement yet another system on top of what they've already got? And then how do you have integration challenges you run into?
So the programming that we do has largely been net new, and our incumbents are generally in action. So schools are seeing alumni directories die because you don't do anything besides periodically update your information. And just because as an alum you put your information out there doesn't mean that you want a student to reach out to you. It's a lot like LinkedIn. It's a very selfish tool. This is all about helping make connections and kind of improving outcomes for students. So I think that the student-centered approach has been a big differentiator for us going out there, and then also the confidence of our customers were the ones that basically helped us create the software. It's not like we invented it in some room in Cleveland, Ohio. It's created by real administrators. Still have a minute if there are any other questions. Thank you, guys.